guys, so today we're gonna do a video about the top sneaker tricks or hacks that I have picked up throughout the years that I use like on my sneakers, maybe either clean them, keep them in good shape, or just really any other kind of little knickknacks here and there that kind of help improve your sneakers or keep the longevity of your sneakers. So let's get right into number one. All right guys, so the first hack that we're gonna do on this tips and tricks thing is if you have a dart, this is all you're gonna need. So what this is gonna do is help pick out the little rocks that are in there. Like as you guys can see, a couple little rocks right there. And you can just, because it pretty much will fit in every single groove and boom, just like that. This is pretty much all it is. You just go through and you can get all the little ones that normally you wouldn't be able to get. That's hack number one. On to the next one. All right guys, so hack number two is kind of a weird one. Shout out to my boy Sebastian back in high school. He told me this one. So it works for just about any shoe, but the Kobe 8 is probably the best one. You take the midsole out, or the insole, my bad. And pretend like when you're walking around, if you have like a squeaky noise, like if you take a very thin layer of lotion, it does not have to be a lot, and you rub it on the inside of here, like you kind of coat it, but again, not too much. As weird as it sounds, put the insole back on and it'll stop the squeaking, or at least it should. It worked with when I did these. I can't confirm for other sneakers, but shoes like basketball shoes like the Kobe 8 with the rubber insole, it works. On to the next one. All right guys, the next tip and trick, if you have like a lot of older shoes, like I like to buy a lot of the older Air Forces, so they come like used and creased, of course. Some of them are a little worse than others. This one's I've been doing the method with. All you gotta do, take a pair of socks and just stuff them into the toe box area. And you can put 2 or 3 pairs, and it really gets the crease out. And if you put this in here and then leave it, let's say for just a couple days, and got rid of that really harsh creases, it's not gonna get rid of every single little crease. And you can always do the method of like putting the wet towel over and doing the iron and ironing it out. But I don't want to take an iron to my shoes. It's not that deep. I'm wearing them anyways. Like if you want to get out some of those big creases and kind of make them look a little more brand new right before you wear them, that'd be my recommendation. So socks in the toe box, it's a good one. All right, on to the fourth tip and trick. All right guys, I'm one of those people who sadly falls in that category of a foot size that's in between sizes. I'm a true 13 and a half, so I have to always flutter between 13 and 14, because regardless of the release, either they don't have a 13 and a half, or for some reason they've made 7 pairs and those sell out immediately. So nothing is consistent, so it's always a guessing game for me. Personally, I prefer a tighter fit on my shoe. I have a fairly narrow foot, so I don't mind a little more squeeze than more give. This is a size 13 ASIC. Take the insoles out. That creates so much more room because it drops your foot down a little bit and gives you a little more space. If I get to wear the shoe, I'm gonna 100% do that, because I'm not gonna wear it if it's just too cramped, because there is a level to the comfort. If it just does not fit and it's not comfortable, I'm not doing it. Now, with that said also, sometimes I have to buy 14s, and some of them fit perfectly and some are a little too big for me. So what I've done is actually taken an insole from another shoe, and you just place a second insole in the shoe, and it helps lift your foot up so it's a little smaller, so it actually fits your foot better. So it kind of gives me that 13 and a half feel regardless of which size I get to pick. So I recommend that for anyone who's stuck with the 0.5, and also I'm just sorry, it really, really sucks. But it's what it is. On to the next tip and trick. I'm someone who's very particular about how your laces look. It's a no-no on the ginormous bunnies. You never want these shorter than the rabbit ears. But a lot of shoes that you get, that I personally get and also have, crazy long laces. So a tactic you can do, especially if you run out of holes, I'm not gonna really demonstrate it right in this moment because it'd be kind of hard, as I go on to obviously try to do it and demonstrate for you guys. But you take the laces and you put them back over through the top hole, because they should be able to fit depending on the lace or kind of where you put it in. You can push it through depending on what the shoe is or how big the laces are. It'll pop right through and it'll look the same, but it just creates the laces to be a little shorter. So then you can, you know, rock it and the laces aren't gonna be super big. And I swear I have a shoe somewhere that has that, like I had that set up like that, but I cannot think where it's at. So that's the next trick. On to the next one. I did it off camera, and of course it went right in, so I made myself look like a little bit of a fool when I was trying to do it, even though I said I wasn't going to, so my bad for that. But as you guys can see, you lace it right into that top hole. It doesn't really look like you have, you know, the extra laces pushed in. It just looks like the regular amount of laces. But it's not gonna fall out. Like, it's not gonna be, you know, super big and your foot's gonna fall right out. So, great trick. Back to the, you know, the next one. These last three, to be exact, three are all more tips. There are no tricks. It's just all tips that I would recommend you do if you care. First one being, especially if you live somewhere that winter is just an absolute just annoyance, do not wear icy soled shoes in the winter. Avoid it. I don't care how much you like the shoe. If you get it in December, don't do it, because the sand that they throw on the ground, or like the salt, will damage the icy soles. It will make them yellow quicker because it'll literally, the salt will pinpoint spots and then it just ruin your icy soles. So it's not worth it. Keep them on ice and just wait. On to the next tip. When you get sneakers, this paper, get rid of it. Don't keep it in there. Doesn't matter. If you absolutely just have to because it's some special paper for some exclusive box, put it somewhere away, but don't store it with your sneakers. I've seen cases where the paper will start to actually stick into the shoes and stain them and do all kinds of weird stuff. But just the paper, especially if it's just a regular like GR shoe, it's not worth it. You don't need it anyways. If anything, crumble it up and use it as a shoe stuffer, like the socks. But if you have the paper, get rid of it. We're not doing this anymore. 2020, we're done with the paper. So on to the last trick. And by a trick, I mean tip. My bad. All right. Final trick, and it's something that I preach like no other on this channel, and it's shop on eBay. Shop on eBay. Why would you even want to do it anywhere else when you know how good the deals are? Yes, it's a little more of a game, but that's the point of it. It's more fun. It's a hunt to find these sneakers. And if you do auctions, holy crap, you can find shoes under 20 bucks with shipping already included, little over 100 bucks, auction for 40, buy it now with box in this condition, $100. I'm just trying to help you guys. I'm giving you this free information for free 99. So eBay, 100%, sponsor the channel, waiting for it. You can have all kinds of sick kicks that you want for the low. Thank you for checking in. Hopefully you made it all the way through, got all the tricks. Start doing them yourself unless you already do them. If there are any other tips that you know of, drop them down below, because I would love to do some stuff that I don't normally do to help improve my sneaker knowledge and sneakers as a whole. Catch you later.